Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today for Pilates. I usually take this class Tuesdays in the morning at Female Federation. Obviously we can't do that at the moment, so hopefully you can follow along. Some of the things will be familiar if you've done this class before. For those that are new to this, get in there, you can pause, you can start, take it slow, and you can obviously do it again afterwards as well. So let's get started. We're just going to get warmed up standing. Thing with Pilates, with class I teach, is all we need is a mat, so nice and simple. You can do it anywhere in your lounge with a little bit of space. Okay, so feet about shoulder width apart. Let's take a breath in. So we bring our shoulder blades up and then drop them down as we breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out, dropping those shoulder blades. Breathe in, breathe out, dropping the shoulders away. One more, breathe in, breathe out. Okay, feet butt shoulder width apart. One more, and then we'll do our canes. Breathe in, breathe out. As you breathe out, you're going to drop your chin forward, and then you're going to roll down towards your feet, letting your spine follow you down. Keep your knees a little bit soft at the bottom and slowly reversing back up. Okay, so we'll do the same again. Breathe in, shoulders go up, breathe out, shoulder blades down, and rolling into our cane. Keep your knees slightly relaxed and slowly back up. Okay, this time as we go down, we're going to go into our rainbows just to warm up our back a little bit. Breathe in, breathe out, drop the chin down, same as before, rolling forward, let the arms be heavy, and then we're just going to sway from side to side like a little rainbow. Keep your knees slightly bent here. And then just notice how you're feeling today. Maybe you're a little bit stiff in the knees or in the backs of the thighs, maybe in the lower back. It's just a good chance to feel how you're feeling today. And then as you're getting warmer, you can go a little bit bigger with those rainbows. Good, let's go 2 more. Lovely, pausing in the middle, and then we'll reverse back up. Good, breathe in, breathe out. Excellent, we're going to our pelvic tilt now. Okay, so I'll just show you on the side, it's a little bit easier to understand. So the idea is we're going to get all those pelvic muscles activated before we start the Pilates. Okay, so we're going to place one hand on our front, one on our back. Okay, so the idea is we want to think of this as a tilting exercise. Okay, so we're going to breathe in. And as you breathe out, I want you to tuck your tailbone in and under your hips. And notice your back will round a little bit, so the idea is we're not sticking our bottom out like that, we're tucking under, so our tailbone is nicely aligned underneath our hips. Okay, so we have to breathe in, breathe out, you're going to tilt the tailbone under, hold there, 3, 2, 1, and then relax again. As you relax, you might notice a little bit of that tilt, and your belly should sort of fall into that front hand a little bit. Okay, let's do the same here. Breathe in, breathe out, tuck the tailbone under, hold there, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Feel that tilt. Good. Breathe in, breathe out, hold, 3, 2, 1, relax. Let's go one more, breathe in, breathe out, hold, 3, 2, 1, and relax again. Nice one. Now that we've got that activated, we're going to bring it down to the mat. Okay. So let's start lying on our back. Okay. Feet about shoulder width apart and knees bent, and we're going to roll down into the mat. Okay. I'll just adjust myself there. Okay, so from here we're just going to relax our hands by the side. Okay, we'll start with our bridges with that first pelvic activation before we push up. Okay, so let's take a breath in and breathe out as you press your lower back into the mat, okay, same exercise as before, so you're tucking your tailbone under the hips, okay. Once you feel the activation, you should feel the front of your core tighten a little bit, back pressed against the mat, okay. From there we're going to push up, using our leg muscles now, pushing your hips up towards the ceiling, and then slowly lowering back down as we peel our spine back down from the top all the way back down towards our tailbone. Okay, so we'll go through that one again. Breathe in, breathe out, so round the back into the mat, press down, and then we're going to push our hips up towards the ceiling. Hold at the top, 3, 2, 1, and then slowly peel from the top of your spine all the way down to the tailbone. The tailbone should be the last thing that touches down onto the mat. That's your full repetition. Okay, let's go again. Breathe in, breathe out, press the back into the mat, and then launching up. 3, 2, 1, and slowly rolling down. Good stuff. Let's do one more here. Breathe in, breathe out, and pushing hips up. Hold at the top. 3, 2, 1, and curling back down. Excellent. Let's take a little rest. Relax that back. Let's bring both of the knees in towards the chest. Hug those knees in, and then just give a rock. Okay, so we're going to move into a progression of that using just the single leg. Okay, with the single leg will mean a little bit more strength coming from the hamstring and the glute muscle of that single leg. Okay, a little bit more core stability required as well. Let's start with that left leg. So we're going to keep the left leg where it is, and the right leg is just going to hover up into the air. Okay, take a breath in. And as you breathe out, press the back into the mat, and then we're going to push our hips up towards the ceiling and hold there. 3, 2, 1, and slowly down, peeling that spine back down. Notice instantly feels a little bit harder to get that control. Okay, we'll stay on the same leg. Breathe in, breathe out. Make sure the back's touching the mat, engaged, and then pushing the hip up. Nice and strong in that hamstring and the glute muscles. 3, 2, 1, and rolling back down. Very good. Let's go one more on this leg, then we'll change sides. Breathe in, breathe out. Driving the hips up. 3, 2, 1, and slowly rolling down. Good stuff. Let's change those legs around. Right leg now, left leg hovering. Breathe in, breathe out, and pushing those hips up. Strong in the right leg. 3, 2, 1, and peeling down. Make sure it's controlled as you lower down. Good. Breathe in, breathe out. Pushing hips up. 3, 2, 1, and control them down. Nice work. Let's go one more. Breathe in, breathe out. Hold at the top. 3, 2, 1, and rolling back down. All the way down. Okay, have a rest. Tuck those knees in. Give yourself a little rock and relax. Okay, lowering those legs for a moment into our dead bugs next. So we're going to bring our fingertips up towards the ceiling. Okay. Once we've done this, we want to make sure our shoulder blades stay pressing down. So at the moment, my shoulders are kind of lifting off the mat. What I want to do is actually press my shoulder blades down. So I feel like my hands are a little bit shorter, my arms are shorter, okay? Shoulder blades down, then I'm going to float both of my knees up, Okay, this is the starting position for your dead bugs. Okay, so kneecaps are sort of facing the ceiling, shoulder blades are down. Okay, let's breathe in. As you breathe out, let's lower our right arm and our left leg till they're just hovering off the mat. Okay, let's hold there. 3, 2, 1. And bring it back to that starting position. Good, let's change sides now. So breathe in, breathe out, left arm, right leg. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out, just change sides again, right arm, left leg. 3, 2, 1. Good, breathe in, breathe out, left arm, right leg. 3, 2, 1. Making sure your shoulder blades are still pressing into that mat, don't let them slide up. Breathe in, breathe out, right arm, left leg. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out, left arm, right leg. 3, 2, 1. Let's go one more on each side. Breathe in, breathe out. Lower and hover. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. And back to that starting position. Very good. Bring those knees in. Have a little rest there and rock. Okay, so those of you that have come to my class quite a few times will know about the superset that I do. So superset means that we'll do 2 different exercises back to back, have a little rest, and then we'll repeat those 2 exercises again. Okay, so today we'll do one that's a little bit familiar. We'll do our scissor kicks first. Okay, so those are, we'll have our feet up, knees slightly bent is fine, and then we're going to go up and down with our legs. So that's number 1, scissor kicks. Okay, after we've done scissor kicks, we'll go into our boat hold. Okay, elbows come up to the ears, knees bent, and then you're going to bring your shoulder blades up to hold in this position here. Okay, if you want a harder option, straight legs and straight arms. Quite tricky, that one. Okay, definitely start on the first level. If you want more of a challenge for next round, go for that second level. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go about 20 seconds scissor kicks, 20 seconds boat hold. Rest 20 seconds and then we'll repeat those 2 again. Okay, let's go. So we're going to start rolling down onto the mat. Okay, back flat, shoulder blades relax against the mat. Okay, are we ready? We're going to bring both of our feet up. Knees can be slightly bent. Okay, ready and go. So you're going to kick up and down, kind of like your feet are skidding along railway tracks. The lower you go, the harder it is. Okay, if you want a little bit easier, keep your knees up towards your chest. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Get ready for that boat hold. Elbows come up to the ears. Okay, knees come up, kind of like before with the dead bugs. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, and then we're going to raise those shoulder blades off and hold. Okay, remember option 2 here is to straighten those legs as well. For me, I'm just going to stick with option 1 today. Shoulder blades off the mat, and you'll notice that difficulty increases. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, a bit shaky there today. Have a rest. Let's have 20 seconds breather, and then we'll repeat those 2 exercises again. Okay. Okay, 5 seconds. Take a breather. As you breathe out, bring both of those knees up and go for it. Scissor kicks. So these should be quite strong and powerful. Once again, the lower those legs go, the harder it is. So you choose your level. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. Getting ready for that boat hold. Elbows come up to the ears. Okay, knees up. Breathe in. Breathe out. See if you can lift those shoulder blades off slightly. Level 1, level 2. Breathing out. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down and have a little rest. Okay, very good everyone. From here we're going to rotate sides into either our left or right side, doesn't matter, we'll swap over once we've done these exercises, so you can choose a side, stick with that, and then change over. Grab a wet drink if you need to, we'll start in just a moment. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to choose a side to start on. Okay, the muscles we'll be working will be our oblique muscles along that side that's facing the mat, and also that top leg, those glute muscles there. So some of these, once again, if you do come to my class often, they'll seem nice and familiar, so you almost just need to focus on what you're doing. You can just kind of have me in the background, okay? If you're new, definitely just watch how I'm doing them first. Once you're comfortable, just jump in, okay? So we're going to start on our side here, okay? We're going to place our elbow just underneath our shoulder, okay? And then we're going to have either, you've got your two options today, so easy option is knee bent, okay? And the harder option will be both legs straight, okay? I'll show you that first option there today. So what we're going to do is a hold first, okay? So the hold will be our side plank where we lift our hips off, okay? And then hold into that position there. Okay, so join in when you're ready. You want to draw a straight line from the top of your head down towards your toe. Okay, keeping the top hip facing towards the ceiling and your belly button sort of facing out in front of you. Okay, what we don't want is that rotation to be happening. So keep that top hip facing the ceiling. Let's hold here for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down, have a little rest. If you do find your elbow and shoulder gets a bit tight, you can just fully sit into the legs and let that shoulder and arm relax. Okay. With the next one, we'll go into our needle thread, so same starting position. And then from there, we're going to glance at that top hand as we follow that hand through and underneath that shoulder, through that gap, and then bring it back through. Okay, so a little bit of rotation here this time in the oblique. Once again, join in once you're comfortable. Keeping the hips up, so don't let them duck down when that hand comes through. Let's go for 2 more here. 1 more. Excellent. Lower down, have a rest. Once again, if you need to rest that shoulder, rest that arm, give it a little bit of a shake. Okay, we'll drop down in a moment into our glute exercises so that arm can just fully relax really. Okay, so let's lie all the way down, and we're going to pop our hand into our head and just relax your elbow there. Okay, from here we're going to do our clamshell. So this is a good one to start activating that top glute muscle here. Okay, so we're going to lift both of our feet up, knees bent about 90 degrees. Okay, from here we're going to pull that top knee open and closed, nice and simple this one, good one to start out on. Okay, imagine you've got a band wrapped around your thighs that you want to pull apart. Okay, and if you're not sure if those glutes are firing, feel free to place a hand sort of on your hip just to feel if those muscles are tightening when that knee is pulling out. Okay, even just small movements is a really good start to activate those glute muscles. Good stuff. Let's go 4 more. Last one. Excellent. Okay, let's straighten out those legs. Okay, so we want the legs straight, but I've got a slight curve so I can see my toes in front of me. Just sort of like just a small curve there. Okay, from here we'll do our leg raises. So we're going to flick our toe up towards our knee as we lift our leg up, and then as we lower the leg, we're going to point the toe down. Okay, and point the toe down. You're still trying to keep your upper body still for this one, so the core should still be working, so we're not sort of rolling around that top half of our body. Okay. Good, let's go 3 more. Excellent, drop it down, have a little rest there. From here we're going to diagonally kick back this time, so it's still working our glute muscles, just a bit different part of the muscle. Okay, so instead of going directly up like before, we're going to try to kick diagonally away. Okay, diagonally away. So this might cause your upper body to want to spin a little bit more, so see if you can control that. If you can't bring that leg up as high, that's fine, that's totally natural. This movement is a little bit harder to get the hang of. Good, so diagonally back, still keeping that knee straight, okay, so the whole leg should be quite straight throughout this exercise. Nice work, let's go 3 more. Doing great. Nice, drop it down, have a little rest there. So by now you should feel some of those muscles there, sort of maybe a little bit of a burning sensation, and that's totally normal and correct. Okay, from here we'll go into our glute circles. So we're going to lift 1 foot up, okay, flick the toe towards us just like before. Okay, we'll just get that timer going. And then we're going to rotate from the hip, okay, into small circular motions. So if you've done this many times with me, you'll know it's a simple exercise, but it does really target the glutes and it's surprisingly tricky. Especially when you do them with a straight leg, okay, and you're trying to keep the rest of the body still. Okay, so let's see if we can change directions and keep those circles going. So we're doing 30 seconds on each direction there. Nice work. Just remind yourself to still keep your toes engaged, flicking upwards. 10 more seconds. 3, 2. Okay, so let's change sides. Okay, so once again we'll start with those side planks first. So we're leaning our elbow underneath that shoulder. Okay, once again you've got that bent leg option or straighten both legs for a harder option. Okay, let's start with that plank first, get everything nice and aligned. Breathe in, breathe out, and lift. You're keeping those hips up and engaged, core engaged, everything nice and aligned. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Drop it down. Have a little rest there. If you need to shake out that arm, feel free to take that weight off for a moment. We'll go into our needle threads next. Okay. So needle threads, bending that bottom leg, lifting up. Same starting position, watching that hand go underneath that shoulder, and then drawing back up underneath the shoulder and back up. Really good for that rotation in the obliques. And let's go 2 more. Last one. Excellent, drop it down and relax, okay, into those glutes now. So let's light all the way down into the clam shells. Resting your hand onto the head like that, okay, bending the knees and the hips, so both feet float up, and we'll go opening and closing with that top knee. Once again, imagine you're pulling something apart with the knee. If you're not sure if these muscles are working, place a hand on your hip. Feel those muscles working as that knee pulls open. Nice work. Let's go 4 more here. 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Straighten out the legs. You should still be able to see your toes in front of you. Okay. Into our leg raises. So we're flicking up, toes down as we pop back down. Good stuff. Let's go 4 more. Last one. Nice one. Have a little rest there, and then we'll go into our diagonal leg raises in a moment, okay? So just a reminder, that one there, we're going diagonally back, and then back to the other leg. Join in when you're ready. Diagonally back and back. Try to keep your legs straight for this one, and see if you can control your upper body so that stays still and controlled as well. Once again, don't worry if you can't lift that leg as high as before. It's about strengthening those muscles, okay? Just activating the correct ones. Good. 4 more. 2 more. 1. Nice work. Have a rest there. The next one will be into our circles. Okay, so just a reminder, the toe will flick up as we go into our circles, trying to get the upper body still as well. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, bring that foot up and into our circles. Good. So that all the strength should actually be coming through the hips and the glute muscles, okay? And the circles are being drawn through your heel, okay? Good job. Let's go 10 more seconds here, and then we'll swap the direction. 3, 2, and 1. Good. See if you can keep that leg up as you rotate the opposite direction. Good. Good. If you're feeling your glutes burning, you are doing this correct. 10 seconds. Good, keep it up. 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Give it a wee tap, give it a wee relax. Grab a drink. We're going to turn over onto our front to finish off with a few more exercises, and then we'll be done for the class. Okay, excellent. Okay, so if you're ready to join me, feel free to drop down into the mat. So we're going to start with all fours, okay? So we're going to go into our box shape, so hands and knees about shoulder width apart, okay? From here we're going to keep our back nice and flat, okay? So the idea is we shouldn't be dropping down or scooping up too much. Okay, see if you can find that in between where we're nice and straight, okay? Imagine you're balancing a cup of water on your back, okay? From here we're going to go into our Superman, so it's kind of the opposite of those dead bugs that we did, okay? Let's take a breath in and breathe out as you lift your left arm and your right leg, so the opposite again, just like before, but now we're facing the mat, okay? Hold, 3, 2, 1, and then bring it back in, okay? Change sides, breathe in breathe out, hold, 3, 2, 1, hold that, nice, breathe in, breathe out, 3, 2, 1, 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 let's go one more, breathe in, breathe out, 3, 2, 1, and bring it in. Have a little rest into that child's pose. We're going to sit into the hips and just relax the arms and just have a breather. Excellent. Now we're going to work through our back extension muscles. So they're the muscles in the upper back, okay? Really good for your posture and also the strength of your back. So we're going to lie all the way down onto our front. Okay, arms are going to be outstretched and head is relaxed on the mat to start, okay? We're going to start with our palms facing down, and as we come up, our palms will face upwards, okay? Let's take a breath in. And as you breathe out, lift your head up, lift your palms up, and squeeze those shoulder blades together by bringing your arms up and back. 3, 2, 1, and then lower down back to that starting position. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, up and hold. See if you can open the chest up. 3, 2, 1, and fold back down slowly. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Good. Squeeze the shoulder blades, make them work hard. 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Last one. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, 2, 1. And relax. Very nice. Bring those elbows in towards the body. Now let's just take a little bit of a stretch here as we lift up. Okay, so we've got to the last part of our class, which we'll be finishing with 3 prone holds. Okay, so if you're familiar with these ones, we'll do 1 prone hold, rest, another rest, and then our final one. Okay, and then we're holding about 20 seconds each hold, followed by a 20-second rest. Okay, if you're feeling super strong, you've done these prone holds for a while now, feel free to see if you can hold throughout the duration of the 3 holds and the rests as well. Okay, so you've got your 2 options here today. Option 1 is onto our knees, into this position here. Option 2 is onto our toes and up into that position there. Okay, whichever option you decide, make sure the back is nice and flat, and then you're doing that small tuck by tucking in your tailbone, just so that you're not sticking your bottom up in the air and causing strain on your back. Okay, so choose your level and then we'll go into our 3. Okay, feel free to change levels in between if you feel like that's what you need to do today. Okay, so get the elbows nice and comfortable. I'll start with my knees for the first one, just to see how I'm feeling. I'm feeling a bit tired. Okay, breathe in, breathe out, and let's begin. Okay, so keeping your tailbone tucked in, so just watch that we're not arching our back like that. and keeping that tummy tucked in and core engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Feel free to drop the belly down, have a little rest there. We're going to rest for about 20 seconds. If you're feeling good, carry on through, and I know there'll be a few of you that do that today. Okay. Okay, let's start in 10 seconds. Okay, 4, 3, 2, and back up. Make sure you're still breathing in and out. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Have a rest. Very good, everyone. We've just got one more hold to go after our rest. Okay. Then I'll guide you through a few stretches, and then we'll be all done. Okay, team. So 5 seconds. Get ready. 3, 2, and 1. Final hold here. Make the core work hard. Keep that form really good. Good, keep breathing, nice work. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop it down. Nice work, everyone. Have a little relax. Elbows by the side. Let's do that little stretch again where we'll bring our chest up. This time I want you just to glance over your shoulder and then to the other side. Just a little bit of rotation there. Excellent. Let's push our body up and then into our lunge stretch. Okay, so we're keeping one knee back, one foot you're going to step through. Okay, and then when you're ready, you're going to sit down into the hip. We're trying to stretch through that hip flexor here. Okay, so the idea is we want to push down and slightly forward to get that stretch happening. Okay, once you're nice and steady, let's lift our opposite arm up, so the opposite to the one that's in front, and then we're doing a little side stretch over. Very good. Release that arm and let's straighten that front leg. So we're stabbing our heel into the mat this time, and then we're going to draw our chest towards our thigh until you get that stretch just under here in the hamstring muscle. Okay. Excellent. Let's change legs. So into a lunge stretch first. Get nice and sort of comfortable with that movement, and then making sure you're feeling it a little bit in that hip flexor. Okay, opposite arm goes up and slightly crossing over. Excellent. Straightening that front leg, stabbing the heel down, and bringing your chest towards your thigh. Okay, so this was the first class of these online Pilates that I'll be taking. I believe I'll be doing 4. Obviously, it depends how long the gyms are closing that. So the idea is that I'll upload 1 each week for you to follow along. Okay, once you've done the whole class. And you feel pretty comfortable, feel free to watch it again. You can just do it again the next day or have a rest and then do it again, okay? And the good thing about these is that you just need a little mat really. So it's quite easy to get more people involved, and you don't need too much space as well. Excellent, let's bring it back up to the floor. Okay, so feet back, shoulder width apart, just like what we did starting. Let's take a breath in. Breathe out as you drop the shoulder blades down and into the cane, so you're rolling your spine down bit by bit. Let your arms be heavy, and let's do a gentle sway. And rolling back up. Excellent, let's give those shoulders a couple of circles. Okay, into our neck and shoulder muscles, so we're going to place our ear towards our shoulder and then just lightly place your hand on top of the head to get that stretch going, okay? You want to keep that shoulder down throughout the stretch. So the next class I'll do some exercises that will be similar, some will be a little bit different progressions from today, okay, and some new ones as well. So definitely hop back on next week so you can have a check and follow along. Other side. Good, final one here, we're going to drop that chin down, place your hands on the back of the head, let's give a nice gentle stretch here. Okay, relax the head, roll those shoulders back and down, breathing in, breathing out, and just let everything go nice and loose, okay? Thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you got something out of it, and I'll see you next time.